Hi guys, welcome back, Scatlink here, and we're off for more of a hat in time, and in the last episode, we made it into the machine room, re-energizing it, I guess that's the word, and we had a little explore, but we didn't explore everything because we needed to break into Deadbird Studio, where we became the biggest star for both DJ Grooves and the Conductor, and, well, we need to go meet up with them again. But before we do that, we have some unfinished business in this room, as well as another area that we blew up the entrance to at the end of the last episode. Well, at the beginning of the last episode, to be perfectly honest, but we'll get into that now. First of all, this machine. The reason why I wanted to leave this is, as I said in the last episode, there's an achievement that's PC exclusive for certain reasons we'll get into in just a moment, and it takes a while to get through everything that this actually offers. And it amounts to nothing, as that kid jumps for joy. She's excited. Let's get on with it. Ah, yes, the VGS-1, the fastest, most complex supercomputer ever to be built. Boot it up? Heck no. Yeah, why not? You power it on. A world of computing delight awaits you. Greetings, user. Undefined user. Welcome to the home computing experience. Open application. Let's check the internet first. Open application. Surf the net. You have selected the web surf application. Unfortunately, the tide is low right now. Please check again later. Yep, it took it in a literal sense. By the way, most advanced computer, not even a full quality keyboard, and no screen, just a visual wave screen. That's pretty much it. How are we supposed to do anything on this? Well, let's go back to internet and let's try the search option. You've selected the search applications. Enter search term. No matter what you type in here, despite if you have internet connection or not, I mean, if you're playing on Steam, that's a given, and you would need internet connection in order to play the game because, you know, you have to download it, there's no physical copies. No matter what you type in, nothing's going to work. But here's the thing. This is where we get our achievement. You need to type in a naughty word on the PC version only to get this exclusive achievement. It's PC exclusive for the reasons why. I said naughty word. Oh boy. Why did they do this? Searching, 0 results found for porn. Your search history has been submitted for federal review. Don't know why I went robotic there. But yeah. You get an achievement just called Y. There is literally no other way to get this achievement, and it's not available on the console versions. But on the console versions, there is a platinum-related or equivalent of a trophy achievement that doesn't exist in the PC version. So there's still 28 achievements across the board, unless you're going for the mod exclusive achievements on PC. So that's how you get that. Now, I think we need to get into the meat of things here. Let's go to fun. We got 3 options here. We've got games, Earth, and reassurance. Let's try Earth. You have selected the Earth application. Earth, the greatest mystery of our time. Many academics subscribe to the theory that Earth does not exist. This theory is supported by the fact that it is really improbable, and that's where science is right now. Given further credence to this theory is, by all accounts, nobody can claim to have ever discovered Earth. It's the only record of people supposedly being born there, or being told that it is real. The prevailing theory is that Earth is a mass shared hallucination, and that we should rely and take things slow for a while, and calm down to see if it goes away. Closing Earth application. Open application? Yeah, the computer has an announcer voice, and that application had a robotic voice. Earth is apparently not real. What makes life, then? I think we need some reassurance after that. You have selected the reassurance application. You are really looking quite nice today. Have you done something different with your hair? You're looking healthy. Don't forget to clean up and keep on top of things. It can be stressful if the tasks pile up. You should go outside and get some fresh air if you can. It's good to get outdoors for a while. Don't forget to eat enough. Try not to miss breakfast. It's important. It's natural to have flaws and aspects of yourself you're unhappy with. It's okay to work them at a pace comfortable for you. You have value. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself and to others. Closing reassurance application. Open application? Yeah, it doesn't really sound really good when a robot's doing it. Well, I think we need to chill and play a game. Let's go to games. You have selected the text-based entertainment application. Open application? Why do you only give me 2 options? Yes, I guess. You have selected yes. I will choose a game from my immeasurable library of purely non-visual fun. And by immeasurable library, we only mean the one game. I have selected Corgi Quest 7, Leashes That Bind. Take it away. You are a Corgi. Your name is Alan. You must sever the magical leash holding you to this plane of nastiness. Exits are north, east, and south. Yep, we got a visual game right here. A text-based adventure, as it were. Let's go east. You cannot actually go east. You have been tricked. You are where your quest began. Exits are north, east, and south. I'm going to go east again. You cannot actually go east. You have been tricked. It's just an endless loop. What was the point? Let's go north. You go north. There is a tiger. Exits are south and advisable. Let's fight it. Let's be daring. Let's get some experience early. If this is an RPG. You battle the tiger with your claws. It's no match for your skill. Tigers are and will continue to be very endangered. You will be tried for your crimes. Oh dear. That didn't work out very well. Let's start back at the beginning and go south. You go south. There is a set of gates south. They are guarded by a prismatic wolf. Exits are north. Bark. Scare it off. You bark. It's really quite sonorous. The prismatic wolf rapidly shifts between spectrums, visible and invisible. You are a dog, so you really only see two colours irregardless, so whatever, I guess. It flees to the gates and now are unguarded, turning into Shatner. It would be probable to come back. It'd probably come back if you left, though. Let's continue south, then. You go through the gates and arrive at a grassy clearing. There is a large canyon here. Exits are north and south. I think we need to look around first, if that's a canyon. There is a slightly dry, grassy clearing. A large, sweeping canyon separates it from another grassy clearing to the west. There is a character in that clearing. His name is Seven Conclusions. Ha ha! Let's jump to conclusions! Love the word pun. You attempt to jump to conclusions, but instead make a hasty judgment about considering the facts. You plummet into the canyon for several seconds before Seven levitates you out on their side. Seven is a wizard. Of course. You're on the other side of the canyon. Seven Conclusions is here, dressed very badly as wizards so often are. There is a wizard's tower to the south, but it doesn't belong to them. Theirs, it looks both looking correct when capital letters, is on the plane of yellow. Exits are south. You could go east, but that would be swiftly followed by down. Let's have a look around. There's a big canyon like 4 or 5 steps away. Also, a large, more wizard's tower is to the south. If you went towards it, you would be travelling towerwards. Seven is here too, just like the concept of choosing clothes that look nice together when an arcane secret far beyond their grasp. Exits are south, towerwards, towerwards. It's protected by wards. I think we need to talk to Seven. You make dog noises at Seven. They understand completely, because they're a wizard. The nearby wizard's tower may very likely hold a way to remove that leash, they say. Not much is found here otherwise. They continue. It's pretty sparse out here. Well, we have a target. We need to get rid of this leech. Leash. Words. Let's go south. You arrive at the tower. There are wards protecting it, and boy, are they doing it in a passable manner. Seven is here as they followed you. There isn't much else going on, they say. Exits are north. Let's talk to Seven. I mean, she's a wizard. I assume it's a she. You dog noise in a way that suggests Seven should dispel the magical wards for you. They do it. It's anticlimactic. Let's enter the tower then, I guess. That was, as the game said, anticlimactic. You enter the tower. It's airy and well lit, but that makes it more obvious that the furniture is a less hand-picked furnishing and more of a collection of neat objects that one came to own as they became necessary. You know what I mean? Those kind of match. The effort was made to pick similar darkness woods, and the styles aren't completely dissimilar. You can easily tell from the wear and tear that they've been one in use longer, though, as the brackets holding the longest shelf on the wall are brass. Most of the other metal trimming and pieces are iron. Seven has been knocked unconscious by a bugbear when you looked at the furniture. Wow, I escalated quickly. Exits. Words are not available, given that you're in, like, a fight. Where did we get a sword? I think the sword would be a lot more useful than barking, but we are dogs, so how do we wield a sword? Did we have it in the previous 6 Corgi quests? I mean, we're in the 7th, so I guess we'll use the sword since we have it. You wield a sword for dogs in the manner of which you are accustomed, which, actually, you know how dogs use swords, right? I don't need to describe it. You slay the bugbear. Okay. The stairs, which do not match any of the other woodwork, are unguarded. 7 is on the floor, but they are probably fine. Let's go upstairs. You up the stairs, all the way down to the top of the tower. Well, it is a tower, so we might as well go up. There is an altar and a magic book. Exits are down in varying speeds depending on if you go a different direction first. Go Dennis ways? What? Go down, go Dennis. Don't know what that means. Let's go Dennis. Let's just be random. You focus your inner spirit and take on the magical energies of the book and the altar before speaking the word of power. Power. You feel tangible reality slip away. In an instant, you are pushed Dennis ways. You arrive in... Thank you for playing this special demo version of Corgi Quest 7, The Leashes That Bind. Closing text-based entertainment application. Yep, that was a complete waste of time, and you're left on a cliffhanger, and you get nothing for your troubles. A very wacky demo, and quite funny at that. Now, we could go back into Dead Mode Studio and make progress, or go back into the Purple Time Rift, but first, we blew ourselves into this room that we kind of left into now. Mainly because we've got unfinished business in the ship, and I wanted to cover it. We've got loads of official artwork right here, and it is all amazing. Some of them from Jenna Brown, others from other people that I'm not exactly aware of. Although this Mona Lisa ripoff is by Jenna Brown. I think the caricatures are as well, even though it's a slightly different style. And yeah, I guess that's like a reference to the dyes you can get. By the way, that blue time rift that's right behind us is just twinkling. So yeah, we've got caricatures, we've got like an old prehistoric painting with Mafia riding the stake, which, as well as the Mafia boss. And if we come over here, we've also got like some family of Mafia. And hieroglyphic versions as well, like Egyptian style. How do we know about the Mafia in here? I mean, we haven't met the Mafia until we landed on this planet, so how have we got photos? Well, I guess due to the time paradoxes, that could be a thing. We got an image of ponds, we got Hat Kid with a bug on her face. Don't know what that's about. It's kind of a spooky drawing right there with a blackish looking ghost. The tourist guy, our umbrella, sailing on the seas, Hat Kid in space. Now this is cool. This is really cool. I think this is a rip-off or a parody of what's it called, MC Escher, where clocks were melting. Instead of clocks, they're timepieces. It fits the theme, and it looks like honey. And this one, this is like paintbrush or watercolor. It's kind of cool. It's like her caping in the wind with her umbrella up, just enjoying the sun, just enjoying the breeze. And then we got like DJ Grooves as like an Inca statue. No relevance. But the main thing that we actually came in here for is to not just admire the gallery, but I do not actually have enough ponds. That's actually kind of annoying. Well, that'll be fine, because once we go do this, I'll have enough ponds, so little detour. I would normally build that first, but we can come back. That'll be fine. Back in the Super Mario Sunshine, I guess, we got a new platforming challenge, and considering that we actually need the brewing hat, I guess it is bluing because everything is blue around here. I mean, we're blue, the level's blue, everything's blue, dabba-dee-dabba-die. But yeah, you need the brewing hat in order to even get in. Oh, whoa, lag spike there. Computer, calm down. God damn it, can I actually finish Coherent Thought? We need the brewing hat to actually get into this, into the gallery in the first place in order to reach this time rift. I fell. But because it's required to actually get into this time rift, the time rift itself actually uses the brewing hat to great effect. It's actually, not required to get through the entire rift in order to reach the timepiece, but it actually makes use of the hat because the hat is required to reach this area in the first place. And that means we can get some ponds, and that's not enough, so hopefully I'll get enough somewhere. If not, I'll probably have to whack our rumba. It will not appreciate it, but we'll have to do. Yeah, because like we got platforms here with blocks that I don't think we can actually run up with, and we might as well blow them up anyway in case they give us ponds. Yeah, for some reason when you're in these kind of areas, lampposts are pretty much your checkpoints. When you reach the lamppost, you get a checkpoint. It's actually kind of like old-fashioned, timely kind of feel. Get it timely because we've got like all these like silhouettes of clock towers in the background, and then you got like those Victorian lamps which act as our checkpoints. And the timepieces are hourglasses. It's kind of like got a nice old theme right there. Plus, we have a top hat. It fits the theme. Speaking of theming, these guys stick out like a sore thumb, and they've got faces on their butts. Yeah, I think they're supposed to be direct references to Skulltillers, and just like Sonic, we want to home attack them. I fell. Thank God we respawn because of the checkpoint. That's cool. But yeah, I think they're references to Skulltillers from the Zelda series. As I said, Wind Waker vibes with the graphics and whatnot. Now they got enemies. Oh, okay, this platform's a little bit odd to land on because you kind of overshot it if you don't jump right. There we are. But yeah, nice little platforming challenge. Get the timepiece. Another one added to our tools. And of course, we completed the time rift, so we're able to actually choose our prize. Don't think that's one I want. I'm pretty sure. I think that's Blueberry, or whatever it's called. But that's not the one I want, so I'm going to re-roll. I don't think I've had that one. I'm going to take it. Captain of the Sea. Yeah, I've never had this one before. Then again, I never spent all my tokens and actually... Oh, I might have got this before. I don't know, actually. I can't remember. We'll equip it. Let's have a look at it. We might actually use it for a bit. When you complete a time rift in your ship, it will respawn you outside the level that you previously played. When it comes to time rifts in your ship, you can't just choose them from a map because there is no map. There's no act select or chapter select. But when you complete them, they glow green, and that's the same in the levels that you beat them in as well. And yeah, this is our Captain of the Sea style. We've got like a nice navy blue with a cream white. Looks pretty cool. So I'm going to rock with this for a tad. In fact, the pink actually works quite well with it as well because the white matches. I still don't have enough to actually activate that, but there is no worry, because if you are just barely short of a few ponds, I'm actually surprised I didn't get enough. I'm going to just whack this guy quickly. There we are. Do it again. There we go. We have just enough ponds in order to actually activate it. So let me just put on the sprint hat, which I should have worn this in the last episode, actually, because, you know, Dead Bird Studios actually makes us look like a bird. How convenient that we actually picked that up at the right time. Because now we can actually do this, and we have just enough relics in order to actually make this work. We don't know what the box matches up with, but it's definitely not with all the cows. Guess what? Aliens like beef. Put the UFO first, so all the cows float, put all the cows underneath, and any order, and there you go. But we haven't actually unlocked the level for it yet. We haven't restored power to our bedroom. You sense a temporal disturbance in this room, but it's probably nothing. That's the message that appears if you haven't unlocked the level that time rift is for. That will be for later, and that's actually behind the 7 door that we have. But for now, though, I think we have just enough time to check out the backstory of Dead Bird Studio and learn what the feud is between DJ Grooves and the Conductor. I'll see you guys at the Purple Rift of Dead Bird Studio. Before we continue, the map has changed. It's split between 2, and the boss level is increasing in availability, I guess. This is quite interesting. Each level is self-contained, as I already explained before. It's not free roaming. You complete a mission, and the better that you do, I guess is the right word actually, the better that you do, increases the points for that character. Whoever has the most points when you reach the end will determine how that level is played out, and you can only do it one way per save file. But we also need to get at least 2,000 points altogether between the two in order to get an achievement. With that, though, we're going to be leaving that for next episode, because we need to get to the time rift. As we already know, we know its location. I'll meet you guys right there. Okay, so where we actually unlocked our ice hat is exactly where we need to be. Here's the portal. Let's hop in and learn about this level's past. It's about time that we actually do this now. Since that we've beaten the level, we know how to get through it. And not only that, but we actually know more about their details and why they're fighting beforehand. But we need to go deeper, because it seems kind of ridiculous that they are going for about 10 years. By the way, photo or scrapbook picture right behind here. Grab that before you go on, because that's the only thing in this sector. So we're pretty much going through areas of Dead Bird Studio that we haven't seen before, or areas that are similar in terms of graphical design. Oh, for some reason I didn't realise there was a camera there. Yep, we've still got to do sneaking around here. Beating this particular time rift will not give you the achievement that we got in the last episode, Secret Intruder. Yes, you probably could still go all the way through it without getting spotted, but it's not as prevalent here. It's more like just remnants of, you know, the dream. Because remember, purple time rifts are created by a timepiece accidentally being smashed on someone's head against their will, and, well, yeah, this kind of, like, rift happens. A pocket dimension, as it were. So I'm just jumping all around, just grabbing the items. There's not really much I can really say, other than the fact that the aesthetics are quite different to what we're used to. They're not, like, all bright and colourful like the recording sets we've been in. This is, like, all the studio industrial stuff. Like all these power lines, that's another reference to Sunshine. They extend electronical currents down which can hurt you. Don't let them touch you. There we are. And of course, like power lines, as we've already talked about before, bouncing. How did I miss that? Can I salvage? Yes, I salvaged. There we go. But yeah, bouncing on them multiple times will give you enough height, as we've already shown off in Mafia Town. And I believe that's everything in here. I believe it. Yep, I believe. Alright. Alright, now, you know that we just played Corgi Quest? I want to come over here, because this actually kind of ties in really well, which is why I planned it this way. There's a piece of paper pinned to this crate. It's a receipt for a bunch of prop supplies. Weird. Seems like someone snuck a copy of Corgi Quest 7, the demo we literally just played, onto this order, but it doesn't seem to have been delivered properly, so it's not here. Looks like they got a crate of fish instead, which means it's supposed to go to Mafia Town, and the box has shatterable, like, this box is fragile, please be careful. Kind of ridiculous, and that's why I wanted to leave the computer until later, like now, this episode, mainly because that, you know, it kind of ties in really well, plus we didn't have enough time in the last episode, because it actually went on for a lot longer than I expected. Okay, this one's a little bit of a cheap one. There we are. Grab the ledge. And now we can actually show off what the ice hat can do with these panels. All you got to do is literally just use it and you fly. You get flung to your destination. They're basically flip panels. Jumps that you can't normally make, this will be a thing. You can obviously make some jumps as we've shown before with the camera, but in that case, we wouldn't be able to get back, but we would be able to get there. Of course, we would have to void out if we didn't have the ice hat to get back, if you wanted to grab it. I did get spotted, but we're not going to get fined. That's probably a reason why you don't get the achievement, actually, because you don't get fined during this point, but that's because, you know, it's a rift. It's more of a challenge than anything else. So I think we've got everything on the bottom, so I think it's time for us to start climbing upwards yonder. So let's come over this way. Oh, hang on. There we are. Yeah, as you saw there was actually footprints on the side of the wall there. That pretty much allows you to know that if you can't figure out where you got to go, you pretty much got a wall climb. Come over this way, grab that. I can blow this up for some more ponds, because we always need them, and I've been running a little bit short recently, and that's kind of had to make me change my plans on the fly, but it's not that major, but still, we kind of wasted a little bit of time doing that, so by whacking our rumba. So, yeah, these footprints right here. So they allow us to pretty much telegraph where we gotta go. But I'm just gonna take a flying loop over here. Oh, okay, I undershot, but it's fine. There we are. Grab that pond. Alright, I want to head back. All the way across. Oh, somehow we overshot. I don't know how we did that. Okay. Right, that's remedied. I want to hop over this way. Get this scrapbook page. Got 6 out of 8. Looking really good. And it seems like there's a pond up that way. So let's go back up this way. Bounce on these bird seeds, because we're not going to make the jump otherwise. Nail the jump. There we go. And it looks like that corner is being protected by 2 cameras. But notice that there's footprints on this box. Jump toward the box, and you'll pretty much make it. If you have the no bonk badge, obviously it'll make things a lot easier as well. I don't think there's anything up here, but we can try and have a little look around. Nope, there's nothing here. Looks like we got everything. I don't see any shimmers. Remember that the pages don't shimmer as brightly as the ponds, because the ponds are required. So you got to have a good keen eye out for the pages. And I feel like I have all of them at the moment. Like I said, I don't think I was clear when I said that if I don't get them all, I will edit them in. I didn't mean like I'll just find some images and find them in. I'll show the location of picking it up, and then we'll just cut to the end of the rift again and show them all off. I still intend on collecting all of them. Just thought I need to clarify that, because I didn't word it properly because I've edited the previous video and I realised what I said. Didn't word it properly. Right, so what we got to do right here is basically walk around and hit all these switches. Again, another reference to Mario Galaxy. It's the easiest way to convey the idea. Think of the flip switches. In this case, we can't touch them again to turn them off, but if you can't find them, just follow the red wires and just make sure that they're all on. Alright, so we've got more sneaking to do here. We've got everything on the bottom floor, it seems, so we're going to head upwards. This is a little bit annoying, so what I like to do is just skip it outright by coming over here. Jump at the right time so that guy doesn't see you. And then if you do need health, you can just come back, because you don't really need to. I fell, which is bad. I don't think I'm going to be able to recover from that. Hang on a moment. Can I do this? I cannot actually climb up that bit. That's annoying. Alright, that's... Oh, hello. Okay, this was a little bit panicky right there, but don't worry, I remedied this. I can just hop over here. There we go. Grab the ledge. Come up here. There we are. I remedied that. How did you see me from there? You as well. Alright. Well, yeah, what I was about to say was, there's this invisible block that we can't jump on once again, but knowing Hat Kid's moveset, we can easily skip it and grab a pon. If you already have enough pons to escape, you obviously don't need to do that, so that's entirely optional. Unless you don't have enough pons for, like, if you... How did I manage to do that? I'm breaking this level! That's not good. Alright, let's try that again. What I'm supposed to do was build up a little bit of momentum to jump up onto this girder here. There we are. I come over this way. That's the exit. Nothing over there. Nothing over that way. I think we are done in this sector. Yeah, I have 7 out of 8. Yeah, that's correct. Because we're on the final screen. We're in the final segment. This is a very rundown cinema. Looks like they watched their DVDs on an Xbox One, Xbox 360 Elite, excuse me. You know, the old white ones. Let's pop up this way, because there's some ponds leading us up here. And there's the final scrapbook page. We got them all. Get them. I wish that you would actually say that when you get them all. Yeah, there's a bad leak going on in here, but we have found the core of the rift itself. Let's whack it, grab our rewards, and fix up the timepiece, and get out of this dimension. I want to grab all these, I don't want to miss out on them. Alright, let's have a look at that scrapbook. End off the episode. But before the scrapbook, we have a hat flare that I'm not after. I'm actually hoping for a remix here. Oh, come on. I mean, it doesn't matter if I get a remix now, but it would be a nice segue. Oh, that's annoying, but I think I know what that one is. Let's grab it. Oh, it's Minty Fresh. It's not the one! I was hoping for a remix, but we can leave that for a bit when it comes to this level, but that's fine. But that kind of puts a damper on things for the beginning of the next episode. And it wasn't a mod that it wasn't a die that I was after, but it's still a pretty cool one. So I'll equip it for now, and we'll have a look at that in the next episode. But first, let's have a view of the scrapbook. The Conductor and Grooves, Big Dreams. Both of them lived in separate areas, one like westerns, one like music and space. The Conductor, who like trains, and DJ Grooves, who likes music and space, loved movies, and they both wanted to win the annual Bird Award. They were ecstatic and had their minds set on winning it. Many years pass, and they're able to actually rent out Deadbird's studio. But somehow they realise they both have the key. There must be a mess up in the contract. A rivalry began as they got angry and didn't want to actually, you know, go head to head. And they ended up sharing, but they're always at battle. Battle with the birds. See you guys next time.